Okay. Richie from Boston fans, welcome. This is a solution for you, because all I'm seeing out there right now is people touting what the government's doing right now is illegal, and it's unconstitutional, and it's what's the other things I've been hearing? They're all traitors, and arm yourself to the hilt and go down fighting. That's all you can do. No, that's not all you can do. Okay, I'm going to just run through the solution right now, and the solution is going to be a little I guess this solution really is going to be a little wishy-washy, but bear with me. Okay, it's not a solid thing that you can do. Okay, but it is a way of being. Let's put it that way. This system that you're operating, and I'm gonna tell you what you're doing. You're operating alongside it. Okay, there's an idea out there which is the legal system. Okay, and everybody keeps going on about what they're doing is illegal. It's not illegal. Okay, they only have jurisdiction over one thing. Okay, and that is a little piece of paper that is called a birth certificate, and that birth certificate is in their custody. All you have is a copy of it. Okay, that birth certificate is in their custody, and that's why they have jurisdiction over it, and it has a name on it that looks very similar to the name that your parents gave you. Okay, guess what? That is not you. You were created 9 months before that thing ever came into existence, before that birth certificate ever came into existence. What you're doing right now is you are playing along with that idea. You're playing along with that character, that mask, the mask that they created for you, the persona mask. Okay, this is where the term person comes from. A persona, which was a mask that people wore in plays, okay, to represent different characters. Okay, this is what you are doing. You're playing along with that idea that somebody else generated. Another system generated that idea. That whole system, the whole system that we operate alongside, was actually created for traders a long, long time ago, because traders needed a way to deal with other traders without getting ripped off. Okay, and that's basically what it comes down to. Okay, so they created a bank and a set of rules, and everybody put some money in there, so they would be bound to doing the right thing under those rules. Okay, and that's how that system operated. Now we've all fallen under that illusion. Okay, we've also somehow got caught up as men and women with that illusion. Okay, everything that they do is fully legal. Okay, in terms of the person, in terms of what they're telling that birth certificate person to do, it's all fully legal. They can make the rules up as they go. Believe it or not. Okay, they can make the rules up as they go. What you need to do as a man or a woman, you need to figure out who you are. Okay, who created you, and the set of rules that were put there for you. This is natural law. I'm going to do a video on natural law. Go watch that video. I put it up for you. Richie from Boston fans, natural law video. Okay, you need to understand where the jurisdictional line is between the fictional man, the fictional person, should I say, and the real man. Okay, and there is a line there. Okay, it actually isn't even a line. What there is a big gap, a big space between what the fictional man, fictional person is being told to do, what they're telling the fictional person to do, and then what happens is the man plays along with it. Okay, this is what you're doing. You're playing along with what they tell the fictional person to do. Fiction and real men in the real world, material items, they do not directly interact with one another. Okay, a fictional thing cannot have a direct effect on something material. It can only have an indirect effect through some sort of consensual activity by something in the real world going along with that idea. Okay, there needs to be this separation. Stop going on about constitutions which are written for fictional ideas, which is government. Stop going on about that stuff. And the legal system is all fiction. Okay, when they make these rules up there for the person, when they come knocking at the door, they're going to ask, is this person here? They're not going to say, I need to see the man. They're going to ask for the person. Okay, the people enforcing the rules are just as under the illusion as everybody else. Okay, you can't go around harming somebody that is under a deception. Okay, you just can't do it under natural law. Okay, it's not the right thing to do as a human being. Okay, don't be harming another man just because you think you've got a right to do it. When you inform him of his mistake, okay, and you point out to him natural law and where he's making the mistake, and a great thing to have with you would be a copy of this thing, what they've renamed as the Declaration of Independence. Actually has a different title. Have this with you. This is a piece of paper everybody can refer to for that idea of natural law. The first 2 paragraphs on there tell you what this country is operating under, natural law. Okay, even though the idea of a country is a fictional idea, we have to start somewhere, and we have to have a piece of paper that's going to explain it to the people that don't understand. Okay, that's a great thing to have. You need to explain the other man's error, whether it be a police officer or whatever, and you need to say to him, I need to speak to your superiors because you're making an error now. You're in violation of this thing. You're in violation of the Declaration of Independence, what the foundation of the country is. Hopefully, he questions what you're saying and says, okay, I'll go and... Once he goes and gets somebody higher up the chain and they get somebody higher up the chain, you might have a chance of actually getting somewhere with somebody on this whole stuff. Okay, check some of my other videos out. It will explain, and you need to make the separation from what the system is and what a real man is. Okay, once you know where the jurisdictional line is, you have your freedom. Okay, when that man comes up to you and you tell him where he's going wrong and he decides that he isn't going to listen to you, now you have a right to defend yourself. Only until that point. I'm not saying that everybody should do that. If you really understood what this reality was, you would that's pretty much, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, my personal belief is, if I get into a sticky situation, I would explain to the man making the error where his error was and how he was violating natural law, and then I'd leave it up to the man upstairs, the big man upstairs. I'd ask for his help, and that's called having faith. I know, and that's the wishy-washy answer. Okay, having faith. I can't guarantee anything to you. I can say you've just got to have faith. Well, not only have you got to have faith, but you've got to have faith in the right thing. Okay, you have to be righteous. You have to have faith in Christ. Christ is the personification of nature. Nature has all these answers, okay? It has all the laws. They're immutable laws that have been around since nature's been around, since God created this place, okay? The Antichrist is the fictional idea that you're playing along with. Everybody's playing along with the Antichrist right now, okay? It's those man-made ideas. This is why the mark of the beast is the number of a man. It takes a man to create that system, that antichrist system. Okay, I've got some stuff on this as well. Go look at the videos. Okay, this was just a quick video to say the problem that you're having, okay, is you're not making a distinction between what reality really is, nature, and what you are playing along with, which is fiction. Neither of those two have any jurisdiction over each other, really. Okay? Fiction sure as hell does not have any jurisdiction over something in the material world. They do not have jurisdiction over property that you claim in this world with your physical possession. Okay, if you know who you are and you know how to make a claim under God, they do not have jurisdiction over you, your body, nothing. They do not have jurisdiction over anything material. No courthouse, no 10 square mile of Washington, D.C., nothing like this. Okay? I don't know what more to say. You have to make that separation, okay? You were created 9 months before that birth certificate. That birth certificate is written in a foreign language. You don't realize it, but it is. Okay? You can own that name, okay, in your own jurisdiction, in your own body, in your own mind, on your own turf. Okay? They have no jurisdiction over that. The only jurisdiction they have is over that piece of paper they created with a name that looks exactly like your name on it. Guess where that piece of paper is? It's already in their custody. Okay? It's in their records, health department records, whatever filing cabinet they've got it tucked away in. All you get is a copy of that in order to make you fall for the trick. Okay? All these other things that they give you, the driving license and the social security and the passport, yada yada yada, all those things, they're not correct. Even in a legal sense, they're not a contract in any sense of the form. Okay, there's no consent, there's no jurisdictional entitlement that gives the system over a real man. In fact, they've given you the document. There's no counterpart to those documents. If there were, you'd be able to match them up without any issues. You'd be able to match that counterpart up. Well, in order, there can't be a counterpart, okay? Because you'd have had to put your name on the counterpart as well, and those two documents would match completely up. I mean, they may have a counterpart piece of whatever, but you can never match that up. Anyway, what I'm getting at is they've given you the document, okay? The instrument is now in your possession. That means they don't have jurisdiction over that thing, okay? They want you to believe that they have jurisdiction over that thing. They would love you to believe that. And this is what everybody pushes out there. Somehow you've given consent. Somehow you've given them jurisdiction by accepting this or that or the other. No. You can never give consent that way. You can't do it. The only way you can give consent is just by playing along continuously until you wake up and you say, I've had enough. That's the solution. Knowing who you are, knowing what the system is, knowing where the jurisdictional boundary is, and then having faith. Okay? I can't say any more. I wanted to keep this real short. Check out some of my other videos if you want to kind of figure this stuff out. Okay, anyway, I'll say ciao for now. Don't be going out there hurting somebody that's just asleep. I know they might be doing something that's not right, but until they actually are physically threatening you and they're not going to listen to what you're saying, only then do you have a right to protect yourself. I'm personally am of the nature of there's no point in doing the fighting thing. There just isn't. I am completely non-combative, and I am 100% not at war or odds with anybody. Okay, that's just me. Alright, thanks for listening. I hope this helps somebody out there. I'm sure there'll be some comments. Wow, you're going to end up. Whatever. When you understand what this reality is, all the fear will fade. Okay? They know what the reality is, and they operate under natural law. I guarantee it. You go high enough up the chain, those men that run the system, they will not do something to break natural law. They'll get somebody else to do it, okay, but they themselves will not do it. And if you can get high enough up the chain, you can get them to say, leave that man alone. Okay, that's what I would like them to do with me. Leave the man alone. Okay, they know they're in violation of the law, and the whole system has got a lot of natural law violations, but this is just a short video. I can't go into all that right now. Anyway, that's it. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. See ya.